Good morning, beloved. Good morning. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. Let me get me some earrings, necklace. I feel naked without my jewelry on. Where is my jewelry? Is that it? Right there? Let me see. Let me see. Don't think. Oops. Let me see. Let me see. Be right back. BRB. Oh, that's that one. Okay. That's that one. That's that one. Good morning. Hi, Uche. Good morning. Good morning, sis. So good to see you this morning. Judith. Good morning, Judith. Welcome, welcome. Morning, morning. Good to see you this morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. Whenever it is that you are watching the broadcast. Hello, hello, hello. It is absolutely wonderful to be able to connect with you, to say hi, what's happening. For those of you who will be on live, I'm excited. Let's play. Let's play. Let's do what we do. Sherry Naylor, welcome, welcome. Welcome into the room. Let's do what we do, right? For those of you who will be live, for those of you who will hashtag it and replay it. All right, all right, all right. Do what works for you when it works for you. For those who will be on, I might not know you all. I might not never know your own. Okay. I can appreciate how you get what your needs are. I listen to a whole lot of people who don't ever know I'm listening. They might not never know. Right. And then for those who would be used by Papa at that point in time when I'm just a little bit like questioning, what you doing? What is happening? This what we doing still. Y'all know we 3.5 years, 3 years and 3 months into this thing. 3 years and 4 months. It's crazy. It's crazy how you can start something and it becomes a thing, right? I was fully intended to keep my commitment of 30 days. That's what I had committed to do. When we got challenged back in February of 2020 from the Lisa Nichols camp, her social media person challenged us to go live as we were all learning how to create our own businesses, right, Uche? How to develop businesses and things of that nature. And yeah, what's I gonna say? Yeah. And so I did it, right? I did it. And y'all kept coming. Y'all kept coming. Y'all kept coming. And in your coming, uh yeah, in your coming, you kept me showing up. You kept me showing up. It was encouragement for me to keep showing up. And so thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's amazing. Like we never know where alignment is. We think we're simply meeting a challenge and we're walking in destiny. Y'all hear that? Right? We think we are merely meeting a challenge. when we are actually, I wanted to capture that, walking out destiny. Morning, cuz. Morning, cuz. Oh, thank you, cousin. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah. We think we're merely meeting a challenge, right? An external challenge when we are actually walking out destiny. Like, this is destiny for me. This is a part of destiny showing up in a way. Wow, it doesn't seem like it's been that long. I still remember it got me through rough times. Yeah, Sherry. Absolutely. It's crazy, right? It's crazy. I mean, all of us were just doing what we were doing, right? I started February 20 and pandemic happened March 20 and everything was everything. And it's so crazy because back then I started that, and then I started doing hustles on Friday night. Three things. I was doing three things simultaneously. Wow. We turned the dining room into a dance studio. So we were doing 9/11, the 9/11 show, right? 9/11 Emergent. I forget what it's called, but our 9/11 show. Wow. I've been doing this is just who I am. It's what I do. I'm gonna figure out a way for me to show up and have life-giving conversations. Like, my soul won't let me not do it. And it's funny. So I'm already into the topic. And what is your motivating factor? Is what it should say. What is your, like, my soul is my motivating factor. It won't let me not do it. It won't. It won't allow me to not do it. I think about workshops and conferences and things like that, and I know I'm created to do that, right? And I remember when I first graduated from Ashland, I did my first conference on the Myers-Briggs, talking about personality test and assessment. It was at the St. Regis in Detroit. Anybody who knows about that hotel, in her heyday, it was the bomb. I did my first conference there, straight out of my master's program, and and um, and then I did four counselors by counselors for FCBC, right? That was a multi um, workshop, and that was beautifully attended at Ashland. So, and then when I retired, when God called me into this, I did um, the confidence to be. Like, my soul won't let me not show up. It won't let me. Hey, Erica. Hey, honey bun. Hey. I did the confidence to be. Do you see? And so, one way or another, and in between that is the book signing. And when I look back, you know what? I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to spend some time on a plane, and I'm going to spend the time just kind of looking back at all of those things. I invite you to do the same. Look at all the ways that you've shown up. Look at all of what Papa has put in you and what he has invited, how he's invited you to use it, how he's invited you to serve the universe, how he's invited you to bless his beloved. You just look at the ways in which you've shown up. If you're listening to this channel, you've shown up in some way. You're not drawn here unless you've already shown up, are showing up, or are called to show up. But you're not coming here and not been expected. And showing up is not in your walk, in your DNA. Showing up is in your DNA if you here. Now, you might be ignoring it. I'm here to call you to it, to let you know. Hey, knock on the shoulder. Hey, knock on the hey. This is a call. This is a call to show up. Are you showing up, beloved? This is a call to show up. Show up. And so yes, and yes. So it's so interesting. We can forget that it's who we are anyway. We can forget. When I got into the Lisa Nichols stuff, it was so massive and moving so fast and so noisy. And it's not a dig. I appreciate it. I appreciate the journey the experience, the process, all of those kinds of things. It was just different, right? It was different for me. It was something I hadn't experienced. It was a pace I hadn't experienced. And the reality of it is, if I had not experienced that pace, Lisa Nicholson, then the Susie Carter, if I not experienced that pace, I would not be where I am today. And that pace doesn't really work for me, right? It doesn't really work for me. The noise doesn't work for me. But I had to do it in order to learn that, right? I had to do it in order to learn. And so what I was doing is I was jumping into too much stuff. It was like shiny things. Ooh, how about that? Let me do that. Ooh, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. I was feeling crazy. I'm just saying. I was feeling crazy. How about this? Let me do this. I can do that. I can do this. Do that. Da, 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 da. Ooh wee. No. Catherine, go set your butt down somewhere. Go sit down somewhere. That's what I eventually had to tell myself. I just really had to stop everything because I was feeling out of sorts. I was not feeling like myself. I was unsure. Fear was rampant. I was irritable, right? Defensive. Love was not the primary factor. Love was not the primary factor. And I was determined, like had this dogged determination to keep pressing forward because I felt the fear. I knew it was fear. And I don't really allow myself to do fear like that. I mean, fear is fear, so it's going to come. But I don't allow it to stop me from moving. And so I kept pressing into this foreign land because I thought I was afraid. And I was, but that's not really what it was. Really, what I discovered, Uche, is I didn't like it. I didn't like what I was doing. I didn't like how I was. That's it. I didn't like how I was doing it. Oh, that's a revelation for me, y'all. Thank y'all for talking to me this morning. Gave me that revelation. I love it when I get insight into me. I love it when I get insight into me because that means I'm going another level. That means I'm getting ready to get a breakthrough. That means it's helping me to stack up things the way I need to do them. I didn't like how I was doing it. It was the how. Oh, I love that. It was the how. It wasn't so much the thing itself. And I've been saying that. I've been saying it. I've been describing it. I just have never said it that succinctly. That's so helpful to me. So, what is your motivating factor? What is your motivating factor? My motivating factor is that my soul will never be satisfied with the status quo. Like I'm content. But there's a statement that I heard that so describes my life. Contentment, but eagerness for more. They use satisfied, but I like the word contentment better than satisfied. I think contentment better describes the way I live my life. I'm content, but I'm eager for more. I'm content and eager for more. Like they play together. I'm content and I'm eager for more. Content and eager for more. Content and eager for more. What about you? What is your motivating factor? What keeps you? So this week we're talking about put one foot in front of the other. Soon you will be walking across the floor. Put one foot in front of the other. Soon you will be walking out the door. So that's what we're talking about. So what I'm asking today is what is your motivating factor for putting one foot in front of the other, even when you fall? What's your motivating factor for putting one foot in front of the other, even when it doesn't work? What's your motivating factor for putting one foot in front of the other, even when you have run into some challenges, some difficulties? What's your motivating factor for putting one foot in front of the other, even when? What's your motivating factor for putting one foot in front of the other? Right? What is that? What's that motivating factor for putting one foot in front of the other. You got to know it. You got to know it because sometimes you got to help your motivating factor. Sometimes you have to help because life is life. Life will do what it does. Sometimes you got to, feed into it, pour into it, nourish it, help it along so that you can continue to show up, so that you can continue to do what it is that you are designed to do and not waste time, beloved. Not waste time in that process of doing it. Like that for you to know that this is your journey. It's your journey to do what you've been called to do, right? And can't nobody do it like you do it. I'm just saying, nobody. Can't nobody do it like you do it. Nobody. And so something should have clicked share. Okay. So what is it? Mine is primarily my soul. These co-creative dances that I have with Papa, like, pours into my soul and from my soul comes, right? So I want to make sure, I think that we're full for the Self-Love Queens Adventure. I haven't looked at it in a couple of weeks. I've got to spend some time with it this weekend to make sure that I see if we have any slots left. But if you are interested in going to the Self-Love Queens Adventure, it is September the 21st through the 24th. It is September the 21st through the 24th. And we have an amazing time. So the Self-Love Queens Adventure is for women who are ready to cultivate love for all of their parts, cultivate love for all of your parts, who are ready to honor your soul's cry courageously, who is ready to experience jubilance with sister interactions, who is ready to build muscles for sustaining the transformation and have transformational experiences, right? And so it's for you, beloved. It's for you. If that is for you, it's for you. So we're going to do a Queen's Adventure this September, and then there's going to be another one in May 2024. I'm finally getting it together, y'all. I'm getting it together. I'm loving it. I love how this thing evolved for me because I'm not gonna ever pretend to just have it done perfectly because I am organic in the way that I show up, and that organic way allows me to shift. It allows me to shift. So I wanted to remind us that I always want to invite us to be a part of the movement. Be a part of the movement. And so that's there. More love, please. You could be a part of the movement. And I do invite you to, there is no question that we need more love in the world. No question whatsoever. And this is a movement designed just for that, to add more love in the world. So if you like to be a part of the mailing list, you're going to click on the slide with my picture. But if you also would like to be a part of the movement, click on More Love, Please. And then these are your instructions for how to be in action. Add more love into your world. You keep showing up here. You keep applying the principles and the strategies and tools that we talk about on a weekly basis. That'll help you to grow in your self-love. And then if you scroll down, you'll be able to contribute monthly, $13 monthly, or $150 to sponsor a show. And if you keep going up to a certain point, it's going to ask you for a PayPal email. You don't have to have a PayPal one. You just need an email. You just need an email. And so thank you for your sponsorship. Thank you for being a donor. Thank you for loving yourself better and more and all of those things. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you. And so let's make sure that we keep loving on ourselves, that we keep spreading love throughout the world, that we keep showing up for ourselves and showing up for other folk, because that's what makes life sweeter. That's what makes life sweeter. I wouldn't have it any other way. So, all right, beloved, at the moment that Abba gave us our breath, me and you, we forfeited, we relinquished, we gave up the right to not be amazing. You and I, we just simply don't have the right. Okay, talk to you soon. Bye-bye.